Hello, my angels. So I got my first full-size bottle of the Roja Parfums. This is a $500 bottle. It's 1.7 ounces. It's the Reckless Pour Femme. And I got this from a trusted seller that I have been buying from recently. She buys a ton of perfumes and then sells them after a while. And so I picked up a couple. And all of her perfumes have been authentic to date. This is what the box looks like. It is amazing. When I tell you I understand why this is $500, I sprayed this on over 2 hours ago. One spray. One. And if you guys have been watching my channel, my body eats perfume. It just eats it. It'll eat it. Just like, that's it. It's gone. So it's in its little pillow here on its pedestal. It looks like this. I actually dropped it, which I'm really upset about. I was like, oh my God. She still left the plastic on it. It has its plate. And I just bought another one. I bought Scandal from another person that's also selling from their collection. You can tell that they've used them. I don't know. I love this one. I really do love this one. Oh my gosh. So this smell on this. Okay, let's get into the scent. It is very much like Killing Love Don't Be Shy. Very much like Floral Marshmallow by Dossier. So if you want an inexpensive version, Floral Marshmallow by Dossier is the most inexpensive version. Then you have Killian's Love Don't Be Shy, which actually came out first. Killian's Love Don't Be Shy came out in 2007. This came out in 2014. However, this is longer lasting. One, like, you don't understand. Like, my skin eats perfume. I'll put it on 2 hours later. It's gone. It is gone. So I have to spray my clothes. I sprayed this on my skin and it's still there. And it smells exactly like when I sprayed it. Like, I understand why this is $500 because one, you don't need a lot. Two, the quality of the ingredients, they don't change, metamorphosize. It is what it is. And to me, it smells like cotton candy marshmallow, very similar to Love Don't Be Shy. There's supposed to be a whole bunch of different notes in here. I don't smell any of it. I don't smell the musk, patchouli. I don't smell any of that. I smell marshmallow and cotton candy. And I'm in love with it. And it smells so luxe and so good and so beautiful that, like, it's really changing my perception of perfumes, where it's like, I don't ever want to buy a cheap perfume again. Like, I'm okay with spending $500 on this. If I only have to spray it once or twice, this is going to last forever. As opposed to the cheaper ones that I got to spray everywhere and then reapply a few hours later. I'm good. It makes sense. Like, honestly, dollar per dollar, like, if you do the math, and I have to see what the quality of these ingredients are. I want to make sure that there are no carcinogenic, here we go, alcohol, parfum. Well, you never know what's in fragrance, but limonene, limonol, citronellol, geraniol, cinnamyl, alcohol, eugen, benzyl, benzenate, benzyl alcohol, benzyl cinnamate, benzyl salicylate, coumarin, citrol, and fern. So it doesn't have BHT. And the really cool, think about it. Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, they have BHT in their perfumes. Look up BHT. I'm not going to get into it. Just saying, look it up. You know, I'm actually starting to wean away from them, and I'm looking for more brands that don't have BHT. They don't have carcinogens in it. But the thing is, now that with the word fragrance, you never really know what's in there. It could be in the fragrance. So, kind of, but I mean, I've been wearing this and no reaction. I feel so good. Like, I can't even explain how good I feel wearing it. I can still smell myself. Like, the worst thing is when you put on a perfume and then, like, a few hours later you don't smell it, other people smell it, you know. But this is just potent, beautiful. The next one I ordered was Scandal, not from her, from another seller. I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that it's good. And then I think that's it. Everybody says Elixir is really nice, but this is just everything I love. Like, I'm really starting, like, I don't know how to explain it, but when you try a high quality bag versus a cheap $20 bag, after a while, you're like, you know what? I don't think I ever want to use a cheap $20 bag again. I'm okay with the high quality bag that I'm going to be using for years versus a $20 bag $50 or $100 bag that might break down, start to chip, have issues. You know what I mean? It's like, it's once you try something that's luxury and then you try everything else, you understand why it is the price that it is. And not that it's justified. I think it's justified. I personally do. A lot of people are going to be like, nothing's worth $500. You have to try it to understand. You know what I mean? You have to try. I've never tried this one, and I just tried it, and that's it. I'm sold. From now on, I'm going to buy this going forward. I know the floral marshmallow is cheaper. It's supposed to also be clean and non-toxic, Dossier, and I might take that with me when I'm traveling. But this is probably going to be one of my signature scents. Like, I love this one. And I also have Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy. I have that. But there's just something about, I mean, my whole entire channel is one and done. I want to do one swipe of makeup, one swipe of my lipstick, pass my foundation once. Like, I want everything just one and done. I'm not sitting here trying to spend my life trying to adapt a product to make it work for me. It just has to work. If it doesn't work, I don't want it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want it to work. I want things to be easy and simple, because you can't control anything else in life, and things just get thrown at you and you kind of have to deal with it. So the one thing you can't control, I want to be able to control it. I want my products to be easy and simple and work. One spray. One. Imagine I sprayed more than one. I think 3 max. I'm going to be smelling like that all day. People are going to be like, who's that? Blah, blah. One. I'm content with the one spray. This is it for me. I'm done. Roja or Roja, if you want to send me more perfumes, I will gladly review the perfumes for you. I have never in my entire life fell in love. I liked Kilian's. I didn't love all of them. I actually didn't like any of them. I only liked Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, Can't Stop Loving You, and Moonlight to Heaven. I didn't love Moonlight to Heaven, but I kind of, it's all right. Princess was all right, you know, but nothing like wow. This is wow. Every single Roja perfume I've smelled to date is wow. And I'm just like, I can't even. Hot Luxe? Take me back. What? I don't know. I kept telling myself, I'm like, if I ever make $200,000 a year, I'm going to buy that. I deserve it. Like, it's a $3,500 bottle and I want it. You know, and if they want to send me a little travel size 7.5 milliliter, I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? Like, so Scandal's coming in. I'm going to do a review on that. I love this perfume line. That's it. Sold. I'm a fan for life. Like that's it. That's how easy it is. I used to be a huge Christian Dior fan, but I'm starting to actually pull away from Dior. I still do like a lot of their scents, and I'm going to review them because I know a lot of people like it and they want to buy the Christian Dior scents. But now that I'm getting into like these and like more higher echelon perfumes, I just prefer that. And it's true. Like, when you get a good quality, I would rather have 8 to 10 solid perfumes than 200, 300 mediocre perfumes. And they weren't mediocre. As I've grown little by little, I move forward and I'm like, oh, I love this one. Oh, I love this one. I love, you know, you go from like Bath and Body Works to like, well, I mean, my mom always gave me expensive perfume, like Amarige by Givenchy, you know, Jean Paul Gaultier, you know, L'air du Temps. Those are all the things I used in high school, you know, Pure Poison by Dior. And mind you, this was in the 90s, so that was like a big deal to wear these perfumes. Escada. Those are all the things I grew up with, right? So then when I had my own money, I couldn't afford those things. Like, you know, you're a teenager in your 20s, whatever. Then I bought Bath and Body Works. Oh, this is amazing. It smells so good. And then you started getting Britney Spears Fantasy. Oh my God, it's so nice. And then you get into like Kenzo Amore, which is still one of my top favorites. Like, that's never going to change. Kenzo Amore, Hanai More Butterflies, La Perla. I love everything from La Perla. But I just feel like this is a whole nother level. It's like having flan your whole life and then you have creme brulee. It's a completely different. I love flan. I'll always love flan, but creme brulee is just different. You know what I mean? This is the creme brulee. This is. I urge you all. I don't know if they have counters where, you know, maybe I have to look to see where they would have this at Nordstrom or Neiman Marcus. I'm not sure where they would sell this. Try it. Just spray yourself and you're gonna see the difference. It's gargantuan. I think it's a huge difference from like here to here, and I feel like Roja's right here. I'm sure there's other brands. I mean, I don't love any of the Creed perfumes other than Carmina. Nothing. Creed does nothing for me. Parfums de Marly, there's like one or two that I'm like, wow. But I'm not, you know, I haven't tried them enough to say like, wow, but this, I have not been disappointed by any Roja perfume yet. Not one. So La Perla and Roja are my favorite, hands down, brands. For me, for my preference, La Perla and Roja. I call it Roja. It's probably Roja, but I'm Spanish, so. Um, and then it's Christian Dior. So that's what I have for you guys. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you like my style, come back for a while. I can't explain it. You just have to try it. You have to experience it. Once you experience it, I think you might get it. Some of you might still be like, I'm still not spending my money on it. And I get it because you have different priorities and you're focused. You know exactly what you're going to spend your money on. You know what you're going to do. I'm all for it. God bless you for being like, boom, steadfast, blinders on, keep it moving. But even if I was on a mission, I honestly think this would be my signature perfume. Like this would be the one that I would get over and over and over again until I got sick of it. I love this one. And then what's discontinued now? Kenzo Amore, hands down one of my favorites. La Perla Just Precious. And Amore Butterflies. They're all within the same realm of like that powdery, sweet, cotton candy, yummy deliciousness. But then this one has like creamy, they all have creaminess, a powder aspect to it. That's me. That's what I love. Everything else, I'm like, oh, I could wear that. And I could, but I don't. And I end up selling it on Mercari. So check out my Mercari page for sure. Pure Poison is another one that I'm in love with, that will always be in my collection. It's been in my collection for over 30 years now. You know, since it launched, I have been using Pure Poison by Dior. And then Amazing Grace by Philosophy, but that also has BHT. All the Philosophy products have BHT, majority of them. So that's kind of like a turn off for me. And then I love almost anything La Perla for the most part. Everything else, and Henry Rose Flora Carnivora is another one that I'm obsessed with this summer. So that's what I have for you guys. If you like my vibe, please subscribe. If you like my style, come back for a while. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you think of this perfume, if you've tried it, and if you understand the difference that I was telling you about. Like, there's luxury and then there's just basic. And there's nothing wrong with basic. Basic is fine. Like, I was basic my whole life. You know, well, to a degree. But, you know, like, I still would buy a lot of the Dossier perfumes over the Tom Ford perfumes because I just think, like, why spend the money? I'm not even gonna, you know. But with this, it's different. One spray, bro. One spray. It lasts all day. And I can't explain it. You have to try it. You have to try it. You could buy the 7.5 milliliter for, I think it's $78. So a lot of the Roja perfumes, which is how I think I'm going to try them, is the 7.8 milliliters. I mean, Roja, if anybody from Roja or Roja sees this, please send me as many travel sizes as you can, especially Hot Lux, because that's my favorite. My client has that, and every time I go in there, I try to spray. Oh my God, amazing. But I would gladly take it. I'm hooked for life. This is it. I'm a customer for life. It was that easy. And now Scandal's coming. God bless. Please let it be good. I feel like that one's going to be a little bit more woody and green, and I don't do woody and green, so just crossing my fingers. But that's what I have for you guys. Until next time. Mwah.